So because of my last video I did, it was like my favorite drugstore products. I really wanted to do a makeup look using all drugstore items or beauty products. This look is going to be very affordable. Like, I think everything that I use is from the drugstore, or it's like drugstore price. And even the brushes, I'm not using any like expensive brushes or anything like that. I already have my eyebrows done, and usually for my eyebrows I use the Anastasia Brow Definer in soft brown, but today I use the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in ash brown. And I love this. This is a really good drugstore pencil. I think this one's $8.99 or $9.99, and I got mine at Ulta, and this is, I believe, $23, so yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna get started, and I'm gonna prime my face, and I'm using the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer. This is my favorite primer from the drugstore, and I think I forgot to mention it in my favorites, but it's definitely like my go-to drugstore primer. This might seem a little backwards, but I'm actually going to put on my concealer first because it's a little bit light in shape. I love doing this when I want my makeup to look a little bit more natural. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the color Sand. It is like the really yellow based concealer, which I really like because I think it highlights under my eyes, but it is really light for my skin tone. To blend that out, I'm using a Real Techniques buffing brush, and I think this comes like in the set of like 5 brushes with this, and I think it's like $17. I love this brush. I use it, it's so multi-purpose. For foundation, I am taking my Milani Concealing Perfect 2-in-1 foundation concealer, and this is in the shade Sand 07. I love this stuff, but I don't want to put too much, so I'm actually gonna mix a little bit of the primer in with it because this is a really thick foundation, and I want this look to be a little bit more natural, so that'll kind of stretch the foundation and make it go on a little bit easier. I used half a pump of foundation and half a pump of moisturizer. So you can see the difference. See? It does a really good job of concealing everything, and it still looks so natural. It's still very full coverage, and I mixed these equally together. I have about half pump of this and half pump of this. To set on my makeup, I am using the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula, and this is the light bronzer, and I think they also have a dark bronzer, but I use this as setting powder, so I don't need it to be darker. I'm putting this everywhere. I've never used like a translucent powder from the new drugstore that I like, so I don't even think I've tried one, but I love this powder. Just so my concealer and all that, my eyes is set a little bit more, I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. blush brush, and I'm taking that face powder, or the bronzer, and I'm going to pack it a little bit tighter around my eyes. Okay. And I'm also going to pack it around like my smile lines and my T-zone, since those are the places that will get oily the fastest. To bronze my skin, I'm using my Milani Baked Bronzer in Soleil, and I am going in with the same big brush from Real Techniques. This is the Real Techniques powder brush. And I'm putting this all over my cheeks, so I think it's gorgeous. For blush, I am using the Morphe M403 brush, and I am taking my Milani Luminoso blush. It's super popular. If you don't have it, you need it. Any skin tone, I think it's gorgeous. And I'm putting that. I'm focusing on that one on my cheeks, and then I'm pushing it back into my temple. And if you're wondering what that is, my cat didn't try to kill me, but she was like sitting on my shoulder, and she decided she was gonna jump off. And when she jumped off, when she used like her back legs, her nails just like got caught in my neck. I was like, and this happened yesterday, and it's already like healing, but it burns so bad. For highlights, I'm taking this Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in Radiant Lights. I love this stuff. It's so good. For the brush, I am using the M501, but this is from Morphe. But you can also use the Real Techniques setting brush, and this little guy is so awesome. Yeah. So if you don't want to like order online Morphe, this is just as good, but I love this. I'm putting a little bit on my nose. Now I'm going to do my eyeshadow, and I'm going to use Peach Smoothie by Makeup Geek. And I'm taking the Morphe MB23, and this was like $4.99. It's awesome. And I'm going to put that all over my eye. I'm going to put this all over the lid and into the crease. And because I'm tan, this is a bit light for me, but I like the glow that it gives my eyes, so I also take this on my lower lash line as well. I'm going to go back with my highlighter and with an e.l.f. crease brush. It's like a little dome brush. It was like $1. I'm going to dip just a little bit and put that in my inner corner. I'm also going to put it like right there. I'm kind of putting a lot. And that's like not quite the inner third, but basically the inner third of my eyelid. And then I'm also going to highlight my brow bone. Now on a regular basis, I really honestly do this look on a regular basis. Not necessarily the same products, I switch it out, but like I switch out my foundation, I'll switch out the concealer. Like I said, I do use the Anastasia Brow Lace or Brow Definer a little bit more. But for the most part, like when it comes to the face, on an everyday basis, this is exactly what I do. And this mascara is something that does not ever change. For the most part, this is always the mascara I use over any high-end. I just prefer this. My eyelashes naturally have a slight curl to them, and I feel like on days where I don't have a lot of eyeshadow going on, I don't need to curl them, so I'm not going to go in with an eyelash curler. I'm just going to go ahead and apply my mascara. And this is the L'Oreal Voluminous Original in Blackest Black. So my main focus when I'm doing my mascara is that they're like not clumpy and they're nice and they're spread out. And so once I get to that point, I like try to leave them alone. I also feel like this would be really pretty with like some false lashes. Okay, last but not least, I'm gonna do my lips, and this is something I change from day to day. Sometimes I want something with a little bit of color, like pink, like natural. But like sometimes I just wear chapstick. So if I'm wearing a really simple makeup like this, this is the lip I always do with these exact products all the time. I take, see? every single day. This thing is almost out and I really need a new one. This is the Baby Lips chapstick in Melon Mania. It smells like Jolly Ranchers. It gives my lips like a little bit of a pink tint, but it doesn't feel like lipstick. It feels like chapstick. And then this would be like optional. Sometimes I don't do this, but most of the time I do. And this is the Victoria's Secret Beauty Rush Lip Gloss in Strawberry Fizz. I used to be obsessed with these like before I actually wore makeup. This was like the first ever makeup product I'd ever bought and worn ever in my life. This stuff I've been using since like 5th grade. You can see it has like glitter in it. It looks like it does. When you put it on your lips, it just makes your lips look super glossy, which I like. And it smells super, super good. I do this all the time, except I don't always just use drugstore products. I switch it out, and these are probably the only things that remain consistent on my everyday makeup routine. But for the most part, this is like my summer go-to look, and it's super fast, takes me like 10 to 15 minutes. It makes me feel a little bit bronzy, and I don't know, really like it, really like it. So yeah, that is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and subscribe and thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.